Okay, at least I think now I can, if I put the tray way the heck down there, perhaps you guys are going to be able to see some kind of rolling later on. I'll figure it out. Yeah, so here we go. And if this video is half decent, you're going to see it. If it isn't, I'll do, well, at least my version of what I think is half decent. And if it isn't, then I'll just consider it a run through. Yeah, I changed the colors for the British counters. At least now I can see things a lot better. Yet again, like I've told you mentioned before in a previous video, I'm just going with like Infantry INF and MG for the machine guns, and I've got the stats just put onto a card. Later on, I was actually thinking I'm going to start probably putting identification numbers, so it's just like counter 1, 2, 3, 4. If I wanted to do some kind of record keeping off to the side. All right, so what can I mention again before I start doing certain things? I'm calling, as I said before, it's called Between First and Second. The British forces have been asked to clear this area to try to take the second line of defenses. Unfortunately for the local commanders, they've outrun their artillery support. They have no artillery support whatsoever. They cannot do any damage to here before they go in. They have no idea about this, where the enemy is, or how many of the enemy. All they know, well, I can just say this, is there's no entrenched positions, but all the Germans are going to be in improved positions, which will double their defense strength. The defense strength in soldiers is based on the terrain, not you. So that's it. Other than that, 300 meters per hex kind of thing, and away we're going to go. I'm going to be using Craig Mulcahy's cheat notes that he sent to me, which is fantastic. It's been unbelievable. Here it is. I use this like you have no idea. So I'm like super, I've got to print this like on cardstock. It's just like so great. Actually, I should post it on the freaking whatever, so other people can use it, for goodness sakes. All right, so there we go, and I'll try to talk it out. And if it doesn't go so well, it doesn't go so well. The Germans, like I mentioned previously, they're positioned somewhere south of the road. They're not going to be in clear terrain. They're either going to be in the scrub or in the buildings or in the woods. I made 15 counters for them. 10 are going to be picked. 5 of them are dummies. So in other words, it's okay. That's it. I'm just going to play it out, and I'll tell you how the rules go from there. So away we go. Like I said, I'm not doing any stacking. I've got to remind myself, though, as well. At first, I was like, oh my God, I'm so far away from any terrain to like protect myself. But then I was like, wait a minute. It's not real. It's not in soldiers. It's in my game. I'm calling it Scrub Light Woods, whatever the hell you want to call it. Just enough cover to affect line of sight, and if you stay put, people can only get you within direct fire. That's the way I look at it. Unless you shoot out, or there's somebody adjacent to you during that whatever, then everybody can hit you at well, if they got a direct line of sight, obviously. They can do direct line of fire on you, which is and it's terrain defense of 3 instead of 2 compared to clear. So there we go, and movement of 3 across the board, I do believe, for the British. Yep. But as in my game, as you move, your combat effectiveness or your attack strength diminishes because you haven't set up right, you haven't been able to aim, whatever. You get the whole 9 yards. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to, and I've spread out. Yeah, I haven't done any stacking like I mentioned. I've got to remind myself, though, this is so different from an operational scale or whatever. I just can't jump and run. I've got to like let things kind of like, I don't know, let the enemy reveal themselves first, and then start making some, whatever. There's so many decision-making options. I can, do interdicting fire and so on and so forth. I was even trying to think about the Germans. They should have set up some interdicting fire ahead of time. I should have done that, but I'll this is just a run through. I'm just still trying to play out everything, and it could fall apart in the first turn, for goodness sakes. Anyways, here we go. So, and there's no movement cost for scrub. It's just one, just like clear terrain. So no problemo. But I think I would love to keep move the machine gun to here. Like I said, into the scrub, just due to the fact that if I don't fire out that turn, well, you know what I mean. I'll end up hidden next turn. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go 1, 2. The problem is I've now moved out away from the woods. The Germans may spot my movement, and I may start getting the heebie-jeebies. Is what I'm doing. I've now moved 2 hexes out. So the way I'm doing it is on a 5 or a 6, something happens, and then I try to, you know, grab randomly one of the 10 counters and 15 counters, and away we go. So if it's a 5 or a 6, it's a 4. Nothing happened. So nobody got the heebie-jeebies, and the Germans didn't see anything happen. Brother. The thing is, I have to start using the terrain to my effect, as in, like I said, it's affecting line of sight, so which is a good thing. Okay, but I don't want to jump and I haven't even figured out the amount of turns. I was thinking about like maybe early afternoon or something like that. You know, after they've pushed through the first line of defenses, maybe it was an early. You know, they blew the whistle at you know, daybreak or whatever. I don't know. Oh yeah, and the other turn is one turn is about 20 minutes, I think. Yep, I think that's what I was going for, which is roughly, I think, the same as soldiers. I'm going to move some guys out here, just because there's a fair amount of line of sight affecting terrain, but I don't... 1, 2, 3... Yeah, okay, I'll go there. We can give it a shot. But I don't want to start going, yeah, I want to figure out what's going on here. So we'll do that. Okay. Maybe I should have moved the machine gun there too. 1, 2, 3. Not yet. I don't want to get rid of my heavy whatevers. Yeah, let's go this way. So that's 1, 2, 3. Of course, there could be some freaking Germans right there. That's the whole thing. So that's a 4, 5, or a 6 I now have to roll because I've gone 3 hexes out. And I can't do anything. I can't fire that turn because I've done too much. So it's a 4, 5, or 6. It was a 2. Sorry if you didn't see that, but still nothing there. It's weird though. I have to start cluing in. Does that mean therefore it's impossible that obviously there's nobody adjacent? I would assume that's what it means. I can't have anybody adjacent there as long as I remain... Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so maybe that's kind of a gamey way of playing it if you were going to do it, but that's just the way it goes. Okay, so I've moved that. Yeah, I want to start seeing where there's a possibility of where they are, but they're not shooting or doing anything. Okay, I'll do another one. 1, 2, 3. I'm still okay here. 1, 2, 3. Now, due to the fact of that, I know that the Germans can't be here or here because I'm adjacent and I would automatically detect them. But let's go with the 4, 5, or 6. All right, finally, we got a 5. Now, what does that mean? That means there's a possibility that they could have spotted me here or here, or all around here. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm still trying to figure out this whole detection thing. Okay, could they have seen me from here? Nope, because he would have been in the way. So let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'd be 4. So 4, 5, 6. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. I can handle that. Okay, so we'll figure out, and it may not be. I don't know how I do with the counter thing. Here. Figure out. I'll roll a. Okay, so it's a 4. So it's a Okay, hold on. How did I do it again here? So did I say he could see him? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God, that's awesome. Which is, okay, so I'm going to grab a counter. Here we go. I'm just going to grab one randomly. We could have a combat right off the bat. I have no clue. Yep, it's an infantry. So Germans are appearing right there. So I got to find out, well, I'm going to have to read out the rules here. Okay, so the Germans are going to, they appear. But remember, all the movement happens and then you do the other stuff later. 1, 2, 3. I think I'll move this guy here, and that's it. I think that we'll just call it a day. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and then I'll roll a 4, 5, or a 6. And it's a 3. So still nothing, which means there's nobody here and nobody there. I've got to remind myself to put some little deduns, because if this guy moves later. All right, so that's it. We're going to have to figure out what in the world that means. So I do know that adjacent means your combat ability is doubled. He's out in the clear, which is not good for him at all. Oh, brother. Well, this is why I'm playing the game, for goodness sakes. Okay, let me take a look at the rules just to make sure. Now, as far as I know, they will not be able to fire out, unless I'm wrong. I don't think the British infantry there will be able to do anything. So I finished all my. If you look at the cheat sheet here, I've done the first half bit. There's no, obviously, friendly disrupted yet or any of that stuff. So now it's the mutual fire phase. And then we're going to go to the German turn, which I still don't know how to do. Maybe I'm going to have to stop the game there because I don't know how to actually do the German turn then. Shit, I never thought about that. Maybe as in they should just stay undetected until I keep moving. That probably makes more sense. So as far as I know, they're not allowed to shoot. Let me take a look. Combat. Well, I know we're in direct fire because we're right there. Well, let's get back to movement. I want to make sure I get it there. Units. In order to be able to fire in the fire phase immediately following a friendly movement phase, a given unit must not have been moved its full movement allowance. And, well, I mean, like I said, we're doing... Oh, no. We're doing my little sliding scale bit. What am I saying? So the British infantry still will. They'll attack at 1. Okay. And as far as I remember, their attack value is doubled, so it'll go up to 2. So that's a 1 to 2 odds due to the fact that, unfortunately for them, they're attacking scrub, which is a defense value of 3. So we'll go with we're going to roll, and away we go. Well, wait a minute, what am I saying? It's not a mutual fire phase. It would be a mutual fire phase later for the Germans. That makes sense, so shit. I'll also have to start figuring out if, would I start rolling for... Yeah, this is a complicated... I've realized I think I've slammed myself into an impasse. Because I have to start figuring out the other aspects. Because it's not... also, there is the solo scenario in our scenario 14 or whatever it is in Soldiers. Maybe, and I remember... last week thinking maybe you should go take a look at the solo rules and see how they did the mechanisms to get to that. But you know what? We'll just go with this. So it's a 1 to 2 odds for the British. They roll a 6. And what do you do on a 1 to 2 odds on a 6? No effect. All right, but the Germans get the fire back, and they're doubled, and they haven't moved. And it's infantry, so they're an attack value of 4. They're doubled. That's an 8. 4 to 1 odds against the British. It ain't looking good. I can tell you that much. I'm learning. Okay, so it's a 5 and a 4 to 1. It's a D. So a D means disrupted. So I just pop a little, so it's not the end of the universe. Alright, and I'll put in a... That happened on the friendly friendly phase. So there we go. I'll pop that there. And I think I'm going to end it there because I've got a lot of questions I need to answer to myself or keep thinking about for a while. But I don't know, it's kind of neat. And I've also got the other, the Tannenberg's thing set up. I'll try to slowly, hold on, sorry. I'll try to slowly bring it over. I'll show you. I'm excited to do that one, but that one's not, I'm just going to be playing out some of the game. I just want to see how the game works more than getting into crazy tactical land or whatever, but there you can kind of see it. Look at that. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm hoping that this game, this one here in particular, is going to be a game that, it's only 16 turns. I'm hoping that it's not too finicky. The rules are relatively easy to wrap my head around and talk to somebody else. Maybe make the map a little bit nicer looking and, you know, play it on an afternoon with somebody. That would be kind of nice. I'm hopeful that it's, and gives, you know, enough Great War flavor. That's it. All right. See you later. Hope you're having fun. Bye.